name is Lauren Chase-Rowell, and I'm from Nottingham, New Hampshire. I live on a farm named Dalton's Pasture.
And what was the workshop about that you presented today?
The workshop was called Where Are You Borrowing Your Fertility From? And it was about how even organic fertilizers come from away and how we can start organizing our fertility on our farms from on-site resources.
What are some examples of that?
On-site resources are anything available, dynamic accumulators, nitrogen fixers, cover crops, food wastes, making your own compost, a nice diversity of animal manures. We would say human urine is probably the closest fertilizer we have to ourselves. Mm-hmm. That is sterile and mixed with water. 1 to 10 parts water is a really good fertilizer. So the whole effort, using fungi and arbuscular mycorrhizal fungi, inoculants are really, hugel culture. I mean, there's all these fertility practices and resources that we have really on our farms and in our yards that we can use instead of going out because that's really not sustainable.
And if our viewers were interested in implementing any of those, what would be the first steps or any resources that they could consult?
I think the first step would be to go outside and to start recording or doing like an inventory of what you have on site that maybe you're thinking is a waste, but it's actually really a resource. And how to kind of gather those together and maybe put them into a sheet mulching situation or like, for example, if you're coffee drinkers, you might have a separate canister on your sink or coffee grounds because they're really full of nitrogen and they're really good slug control. So you would use those all spring and into the summer. Whereas the other bucket on your sink might be your food scraps. And since you're eating holistically, that's really good food for your chickens. Mm-hmm. So it's that kind of thing, beginning to see everything as really useful, multifunctional, and as a resource.
Great. The essence of permaculture.
That's right.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for coming.